Good evening, everyone. My name is Chris Gergany. I'm the Executive Director of the Midwest Dream Car Collection. We want to thank you and welcome you to our 5th anniversary celebration, as well as a reveal of an amazing new addition to the collection here.
What a great turnout, and thank you all so very much for coming out. You know, we've watched this museum grow so much over the last 5 years. It has been so much fun, and we've started off with a great collection, and we've become an awesome collection. And that's due to your support and the support of Ward and Brenda and all the people that have helped us acquire these cars. So thank you all very, very much. Now we're going to get to our main event here at the Tucker tonight. So, you know, to help put in perspective how important this car is that we're about to reveal, there were only 50 Tuckers made in just about a year's time frame. It was a very trying time for Preston Tucker, the designer of the car. To give you an idea how special this car is, most of them are in museums. There's about 15 or 16 that are still what Chris and I call out in the wild. That means they belong to private collectors. Some of those may never leave. This is the most recent one to come to a museum because most of them all are museums. But museums that have these cars, the Smithsonian Institute, the Peterson Museum in Los Angeles, the ACA Museum in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and now Midwest Dream Car Collection. After World War II, the public was ready for new cars and designs, and Preston Tucker had his sights aimed at producing something entirely new. The Tucker 48, commonly but incorrectly referred to as a Tucker torpedo, was an automobile conceived in Ypsilanti, Michigan, and briefly produced in Chicago, Illinois in 1948. Only 51 cars were made during the company's short life, including the prototype car known as the Tin Goose. The most recognizable feature of the Tucker 48 was a third directional Cyclops eye headlamp. Centrally located, it would activate at steering angles greater than 10 degrees to light the car's path around corners. We see that on cars today, but in 1948, that was very cutting edge. Other unique safety features to the Tucker are a pop-out windshield in the event of a crash, a padded dashboard, a built-in roll bar in the roof, and the really unique thing is when we uncover it here, and you're welcome to come up and look at it, it's a very spacious front passenger crash safety zone. That was left that way, so if you see you're going to get in a car crash, you're supposed to dive into that cavity to protect yourself. But no seat belts, that's the unique thing, yeah. Tuckers were rear-engined and powered by a modified horizontally opposed 334 cubic inch Boxer 6 engine, originally designed for Franklin helicopters. We'll start this car up for you tonight after the reveal, and it's got a unique sound. You're actually listening to a helicopter engine. Early Tuckers used pre-select manual transmissions from the 1936-37 Cord, just like our blue one over here, but they proved troublesome, so these transmissions were modified by Preston Tucker and his team and renamed the Y1, stands for Ypsilanti 1 transmission. This car has the Y1 transmission. At least 3 Tuckers were reportedly installed with the Tucker-matic automatic transmission. Only one is known to exist today, and that's in the AACA Museum in Hershey, Pennsylvania. On March 3rd, 1949, the Tucker Car Corporation was forced to declare bankruptcy and cease all operations due to negative publicity initiated by the news media, a Securities and Exchange Commission investigation, and a heavily publicized stock fraud trial. All charges were eventually dropped and proven baseless, and Preston Tucker was acquitted. Unfortunately, by this time, the company had been destroyed, and Tucker cars have become yet another fascinating chapter in automotive history. So with that, I'm going to ask Keith and Eileen to do the honors to show you the Tucker. So with that, let me introduce you to Preston. This is the car's name, Preston. Now owned by the Midwest Dream Car Collection. It is the 17th Tucker produced of the 50 production cars and maintains its original body, engine, and transmission. In the 1970s, this car was in such rough condition that it was thought it could only be used for a parts car. Fortunately, the car was saved and work was begun by several previous owners to begin the restoration, the most important one taking place in the early 2000s. In 2003, several $100,000 were spent by then owner Fred Hunter to restore Tucker number 17 back to showroom condition. Since their restoration, the car has received numerous awards and honors. It was one of 12 Tuckers invited to Pebble Beach. And in 2011, this Tucker won Best of Show at a Concours d'Elegance event in Lakeland, Florida. The car is finished in a brilliant metallic emerald green paint, very similar, if not exact, to the original Adante green, which was the original factory color of this car. The interior was also completely redone to be as close to factory correct as possible. This Tucker is equipped with the 334 six-cylinder engine adapted from the Franklin helicopter engine, which is mated to the Y1 transmission. This beautifully restored example was selected by the Franklin Mint when creating a 1/24 scale model of Tucker, and was also one of Tucker's featured in the 1988 movie Tucker, the Man in His Dream, starring Jeff Bridges. Tucker number 17 was previously owned by Keith and Eileen Carpenter, who are with us this evening, who affectionately named the car Preston, and I've promised them that I will continue to call the car Preston. That only seems appropriate. The Carpenters owned the car from 2006 until it was sold to us in March of this year. But Keith and Eileen, like I told you, you are now MDCC family, so this car is still in your family. So with that, I'd like to invite Eileen to come up. I think she has a couple words. I'm actually going to just have her stand down there, and she'd like to say a few words.
I'm not sure I can get through this without crying, but I will try. You know, you could never dream in your wildest moment how this ride would turn out. We bought Tucker 17, a little over 17 years ago, because we loved the car and we loved the story behind it. We loved the man who tried so hard to do something different. We have loved, cared for, and shown Preston, as we named our car, in several Concours d'Elegances around the country where it won trophy after trophy. Donating Preston is probably one of the hardest decisions we have ever made, but we could not have asked for a better family to take care of Preston in the future. Doug and Elaine, Ward and Brenda, and everyone involved in this transaction, thank you for acquiring our beautiful car, our dearly loved car, for to display in this most beautiful museum. We know we could not have found a better place. We have acquired a new family through you guys, and the University of Nebraska at Kearney is going to probably help 50 to 60 kids get scholarships. Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the evening. Come check out the Tucker. We'll open up the hood and the frunk, because the engine's in the back, and we'll fire it up so you can hear it. So thank you, Ward and Brenda. Thank you, everybody.